Hello, I'm Dr. Ron England, and this is lecture number, the third lecture on collections in C# and .NET, and it's the last one we really need to do. I think this is going to cover all the basics of what you can do with collections with the three that we've got. We're going to look at queues and stacks, which is specific types of collections, and if you've watched the other two ones, this will be very quick and easy. So let's first look at the concept of a queue. Okay, and a queue is just what you would think a queue is. It's a line. And we'll go ahead and run this. And the concept of a queue is first person gets in line, and the next person gets in line behind them, and the next person gets in line. And when you pull off the queue, you pull off that first person. So let's do a, let's put 4 in the line. I'm going to just number them. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to create the queue itself. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. As you can see, it's bindable to list box and grid views. We can add another one to the queue. Just use the enqueue, E-N-Q-U-E-U-E, which is kind of fun, method of the queue. And to remove from the queue, notice that the 1's going to go away if you remove from the queue. And then if you click it again, the 2 is going to go away. And if you peek, peeking allows you to see what's next in the queue. So 3 is the one that's actually in the queue right now. So that's an example of a queue. Another example that we have is a stack. And we're going to show the code that goes with this too, just to show you how that works. Okay, now the same thing, we'll create a stack. 1, 2, 3, whoops, didn't do very well there. 2, 3, 4, we'll create the stack. 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, reverse order. Okay, we can add to the stack. In this case, we can add a 5 to the stack. It's going to put it on the top. And when we remove from the stack, in this case, it's going to remove the last one that we just added will be removed from the stack. So if I look at the peak now, it's going to say that the 4 is going to get removed from the stack because it was the last one put on. So if you think about it, a queue is just like a queue as you would see it in real life, and a stack is just like you'd see a stack in real life. And the last one on the stack is the first one that you take off. And that's the concepts behind them. Okay, so let's go back and just look a little bit at the code. I'm not going to go into a lot of depth of this code. It's pretty straightforward. How to create the stack. In this case, the stack is a member of system.collections.generic, and it is strongly typed. In this case, we did strings. There's simple methods to get things on the stack. The stack has the push method, which put things on the stack, and it has the pop method, which pulls things off the stack. And the peek method lets you see what's on top of the stack. If you look at the queue, if you look at this, the queue is very straightforward. You declare it strongly typed. If you're going to put things onto the queue, you use the enqueue method, which actually does accept an argument that you have to put the enqueue that element on. And if you're going to take things off, you have the dequeue method, and the dequeue doesn't need an argument because it's going to pull whatever is on, whatever's the next in line. It's going to pull out of the queue, and it has the peek method. This is a very straightforward short video. Hopefully these videos have given you a good, strong insight to collections and how to use the different collection classes. And I hope that these have all been useful. There's a lot of other collection that are very specific collection classes that you can use for specific purposes. The Microsoft documentation on these is excellent if you go through the MSDN, and you can usually pick out the right collection for the job that you need. If not, simply extend one of the collections that's out there, implement the interface that's necessary to extend it, and you've got your own custom collection. By the way, in the programming samples that we give, we're actually going to extend some of these and create our own specific data types to do the job that we need to do. Thank you very much, and good programming.